All right, guys, welcome back. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, and welcome to the newest episode of Blu-ray Tuesday with Terrell. This is the last episode of 2021. Isn't that crazy? Like, where the hell did the year go? We're in the 23rd episode of Blu-ray Tuesday, and yeah, this is the last freaking week. So, not a lot of releases did drop this week. The biggest release this week was The French Dispatch, a Wes Anderson film. I did pass on it for now. I didn't see myself spending $25 on a Blu-ray that didn't have no slip, and it was just a Blu-ray and a digital copy, and I don't know anything about it, so I passed. But stay tuned, I might get that later when it's on sale. But yeah, another movie that dropped today is Knocking. I was hearing a lot of good things about that movie. Don't know much about it, but that is something I will probably order in the near future. But yeah, those are the two biggest releases this week, and yeah, stay tuned for those. Hope you guys had a great holiday break and Christmas. Hope you guys got a lot of cool stuff. If you guys follow me, you saw I got the awesome life-size Chucky from Trick or Treat Studios, which I love. I was so excited. There might be a video out there about it. My sister recorded my reaction to it, which was crazy. They did a whole shebang about trying to make it a big deal that I got this gift, and it was no, it was a whole thing, but maybe that video will be coming soon. But yeah, it was really fun. I'm really excited because I had the whole the $90 one from Spencer's. And we put them next to each other. It's like night and day. We could probably post a picture of that later. But no, it was crazy. It was, they look so different. Because at first I was really happy with that little, Walmart version of Chucky. And then you get the real one. It's like, wow, this is crazy. And he's kind of creepy too. Sitting in the room, when I turn off the light to go to sleep and you see his eyes, that shit's kind of creepy. I was never scared of Chucky, but if I could understand it if you are, that would, I wouldn't recommend having that in your room. So this week I do want to talk about HorrorPack. So the December HorrorPack arrived a little bit late, arrived after Christmas, and it did not have a Christmas horror film, which is really weird. But I guess last month they released 3 different holiday films in their box, so this time they wanted to, I don't know, try something different. So for this, again, HorrorPack, if you don't know what HorrorPack is a subscription box. It's $25 a month, and they send you 4 Blu-rays, and one of them is the exclusive that you could only get through their service on Blu-ray. So the first one I got this week, this month for December is The Shed. This is a movie about these 2 kids who have a shed, and there's end up being a vampire in there. I did see this, I think it came out a few years ago. I did watch this with the Overlook family, and I did remember enjoying it. I don't remember too much about it, but I do remember liking it, and I don't remember liking the characters, but I do remember there was a vampire and had a shitty father, I believe, and there's a dog. And yeah, I think the vampire took care of those people. But yeah, it's from the producer of the Saw franchise. I'd recommend it. It's a cool release. I actually did not own this on Blu-ray, so I was excited to, add this to the collection. All right. Next up in this month's horror pack is Mayhem, with Stephen Yeun from the Walking Dead series and Samara Weaving from what's that movie she was in with the hide and seek thing when she got married? Can't think of it right now. But yeah, Ready or Not, yes, that was a great movie. It came out a few years ago. It was a January release, but I actually liked it. Yes, her. They're both great, right? But the movie wasn't so good to me, in my opinion. I do own this already in 4K. I wish I liked it more. Maybe I need to revisit it, but yeah, it's an okay movie. I've seen worse. But yeah, Mayhem is in this month's horror pack. Next up is Scare Package, a Shudder exclusive, and it did come with an awesome slipcover. And this is a horror anthology film. If you have Shudder, I'd recommend checking it out. It has some cool shorts in this one. And don't you just love this cover? It's really cool. Very Tales from the Crypt Creep Show mixed together, kind of cool. And it has loads and loads of bonus features here. And I'm really excited it came with the slipcover. So yeah, I already own this one as well, but I'm excited to, that they put this in the pack so people could check it out. All right, and the last release is the HorrorPack exclusive limited edition version of Pool Party Massacre. I did not like this movie, and I already own this film. I was really excited for it. I'm a huge slasher fan, hence Michael's sitting here looking at you guys. But yeah, I'm a huge slasher fan, and I was really excited for a pool party, somebody's butchering people and slicing and dicing. No, this is really boring. There's about a bunch of people sitting around a pool just talking and just I don't know, gossiping about each other, trying to be shady, but it wasn't, I don't know. It was a whole thing, and not very much massacre was happening. There's a few kills here and there, but it took too long to get to it. I don't know, I remember watching it with friends, and even with drinks too, and it didn't help. I was just extremely bored. And I was really excited for it. A lot of people online were buying multiple copies of this movie, Holiday Horror, that's you. He got every VHS in different colors, all the DVDs, all the Blu-rays, the hats, the shirts, etc. So I'm oh, this movie's probably great. People are really going in on this this movie. And then I watch it, and it said, and I don't know, I wasn't into it. It says worst pool party ever. It's worst pool party movie ever. So I'm not here for it. That's your right there. I give this 1 out of 5 stars, and yeah, I don't recommend this movie. But yeah, cool cover, you know. Makes you want a little cocktail. Isn't that refreshing? All right, so yeah, Pool Party Massacre. That was the December horror pack. I'm looking forward to next month. Hopefully, yeah, we get some other cool releases. All right, so for the rest of this episode, I do want to talk about a lot of the releases that I got over this past year of 2021 that I loved, and or I like the, you know, exclusive box set or whatnot. So we're gonna go through a couple movies that I enjoyed for 2021. There's a lot more, and some that haven't hit Blu-ray yet, like Last Night in Soho, Antlers, that does hit Blu-ray next week, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, so let's get into this. So the first film I do want to talk about is Profile. I think I talked about this on a previous episode, but I hella like this movie. Found footage film. It was twisted. It was like the scares of being online and like online dating and all this kind of stuff. And like, you just got to be careful who you're trying to go see. Don't be flying to go see people. You don't know these people. But there's a lot to this movie that you can unpack, and it's kind of scary. But Profile is a really good one. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you liked Unfriended and movies like that, this is the movie for you. Yeah, you won't regret it. Profile was great. So that was one I liked this year. Another one that dropped earlier this year, one of the first movies I did watch of 2021, is a slasher from Blumhouse called Freaky. I had a lot of fun with this one. Vince Vaughn played a slasher, and he switches bodies with this high school girl, this I guess like a low loner kind of like, you know, not very popular girl, and they switch places, and she becomes the killer, he becomes the girl. Very hot chick, and yeah, basically it's a race against time. They have like 24 hours to switch back, otherwise they're stuck in each other's bodies. Had a lot of comedic moments that did land with me. I had a lot of fun with this. Really cool kills. The mask at the beginning was kind of cool when he was like slashing people up. Spoilers, sorry about that. But yeah, Freaky was really fun. It was very Freaky Friday-esque with the horror twist. And yeah, I highly recommend this. Seen this a few times, and the Blu-ray is kind of cool. I'm glad it came with the slipcover. Yeah, Freaky. Looking forward to seeing where they go with that. They might make a sequel, I think. I don't know if it's needed, but yeah, that was a fun one. All right, next up from 2021, I really enjoyed here is Wrong Turn. This is a Wrong Turn. They were talking about doing a 7th Wrong Turn film for a while, and to continue the story of the previous 6 films. And I guess that they decided to change it up and do a reboot. And I went into it like, oh God, how are they gonna do this? Like, you know, there's a lot of reboots out there, and a lot of them don't land. And Texas Chainsaw has various different reboots, and they have not been good, except for the Jessica Biel one. That one was great. But yeah, Wrong Turn. This takes a whole different turn, you know, hence the title, for the series, and I loved it. This is full of twists. I would go in blind. If you're expecting it to be like the originals, it's not like that very much. But yeah, it was really fun, and I'd highly recommend this one. Wrong Turn, the reboot. This has some cool kills as well, and cool little twists. And you didn't know what was gonna happen with these characters. I had no hope that these people were gonna get out of this, or if they will. But yeah, Wrong Turn was a really fun one, and I highly recommend checking that one out. That came out earlier this year as well. All right, moving along, another favorite of mine is Candyman. And I did talk about this in the previous episode as well. Candyman is one that scared me as a kid. Tony Todd, when I met him in real life, I was still terrified. But yeah, this reboot was really fun. It was fresh, and it took you further into the mythos of Candyman. And yeah, I think it was pretty good, and I do look forward to see where they're gonna go with this. So Candyman is definitely one that I highly recommend checking out if you haven't. It's a great release for 2021. All right, another one that's probably my favorite, or up there in my top 3 of the year, is Malignant. Another slasher film that completely caught me by surprise. You know, I like a good twist, I like a good slasher, cool kills, and this had all that. I will say the first like maybe 30, 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, it's just like, okay, where is this going? What is this? This doesn't seem like it's gonna be anything, you know, new or fun. And then all hell breaks loose, and you're in for a show. Malignant, highly recommended. Gabriel, I mean, I need an action figure or something, but that was, highly recommend this one. Again, I think they're talking sequels with this, but we'll see. James Wan, you know, he hit the nail in the coffin with this one. All right, Malignant. All right, that's a great one. All right, next up, I had a lot of fun with is Shang-Chi. And I like this edition. This is the Target exclusive version. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This is one that I really enjoyed this year because I went into it thinking like, okay, I know nothing about this character. I love the Marvel movies and I have to see them all, even if I don't like them. And Shang-Chi was one that caught me by surprise. The action, the comedy, it was really fun, and I liked where they were taking the story, and I'm excited to see where these characters land in the Marvel Universe. Yeah. Shang-Chi, if you haven't seen this, it's on Disney+. It's streaming there now, finally for free. And yeah, this is really fun, and I highly recommend it. Cool. All right. Next up is one that I particularly didn't care for in the theaters. It's old, from M. Night Shyamalan, but I loved this edition of the Blu-ray. This is the 4K edition that was sold at Best Buy, that sold out in seconds, that I got, I ordered for store pickup, and I had a whole big, I think I talked about it on a previous episode, but yeah, I really like this cover. Look at this. It's got a little hourglass with a little dust and the people turning to dust, not too much of a spoiler for the movie, but old, overall, I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't like anything that was like, oh yeah, just, I'll probably forget about it in a couple of years. But this cover is awesome. I like this cover a lot, and yeah, that's why this is in my list of 2021 releases of Blu-rays. Cool. All right, guys. The next one up I want to talk about is also from Best Buy, and it's Godzilla vs. Kong. Two monster Godzilla is crazy. I was team Kong, by the way. But yeah, two monster big box guys going head to head, very Freddy versus Jason and all that good stuff. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I didn't know where they're gonna go with these two characters. The Godzilla movies before this, I wasn't really into. I felt like the first one was a lot of talking, all the action was at the end. The second one was a little bit better, but I just wasn't into it. The Kong movie, the Kong Skull Island, I really liked. So going into this, I felt like Kong was kind of like the underdog, so I was rooting for him. And I had a lot of fun. The little battles were great. They had 3 big fights, and I was Team Kong the whole way. And this movie was a lot of fun. It had the chick from Stranger Things, and her little storyline was you could have cut that out and the movie would have still been fine. But I had a lot of fun with this. This hit HBO Max earlier this year as well due to COVID. They had it a dual release with the theaters and HBO Max. And yeah, I like this. And this cover is great, which is why I brought this edition. Godzilla vs. Kong. This is a lot of fun. Good popcorn flick. All right. Cool, yeah, a lot to talk about today, y'all. So the next one up is something that I wouldn't recommend, don't show your kids, but this one is a Serbian film from Unearthed Films. Again, this movie, I seen it for the first time a few years ago. Me and the Overlook family took a field trip to LA to meet the director and one of the stars in the movie. I guess it was the mother / wife of the main character. And they were super cool. We got to meet them. We went to an exhibit afterwards. They signed our my old Blu-ray, because I had an original Blu-ray. This is the uncut version or whatnot. And yeah, that was really cool meeting them. I guess she plays Elsa in Serbia or something. She talks or sings the Elsa from Frozen. She was super nice. She loved my personality, which was really cool. It was cool to hear. She drew hearts on her signature. I don't know, it was great. I should find those pictures and repost them. But during that event, they were filming everyone there. So in the bonus features on this, you could probably spot me and a couple friends there in the exhibit, which is kind of cool. So I had to own this because I'm actually in the bonus features. Isn't that crazy? Me and a movie. Or special features. And there's a lot of special features, by the way. And this cover is creepy, isn't it? If you haven't seen this, I don't know how to recommend this to you. It's not that bad, but it's bad. It's a couple scenes that, I don't know, people I remember when I went to go see it and I posted it, I had a comment saying, oh, you're not gonna wanna have sex ever again after watching this. That never happened. But I'm just saying, I get why this person said this, but I was just oh man. It's a pretty crazy movie. He had, I don't know, this guy's had a fucked up childhood or something. I don't know, but he put this shit together. But I don't know, I like the movie overall, I guess. It's not something I would rewatch. You don't want to fuck up yourself up that much. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Serbian film. Unearthed put this out and has a cool little slip, so yeah. All right, guys. Rolling along here, the next one I picked up here is from 88 Films, and this is the Urban Legend box set. Isn't this beautiful? So this is a Urban Legend. If you've seen these, it's the 90s slasher. The first one's my favorite, and it's there's 3 of them in this one. So it's the Urban Legend Final Cut, and then the Bloody Mary Urban Legends film. And yeah, 88 Films put out this box set. They're all on Blu-ray. 2 of them, or the third one's on Blu-ray for the first time. This has never reached Blu-ray. This is actually straight to DVD, but it has a cool Blu-ray for this one here. And then Final Cut is its sequel. It was okay, wasn't that great, but I love whodunits to find out who the killer was. This one really got me because I did not guess who this killer was. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. Iconic opening scene. I love the whole chick and then he goes to the gas station. She's being a bitch when the guy tried to tell her there's a guy in the back seat. Like, she's dumb as hell. Like, she should have looked back there. She's too busy singing her song and all this stuff. And yeah, she got her head chopped off. But yeah, that's how the movie starts. Isn't that great? And then it's a whole thing about a killer killing people at a campus based off of urban legends. It also has Robert Englund, who plays a professor from a Nightmare on Elm Street films, and it has a really cool twist, and I'm here for it. Tara Reid is in it. She had a cool chase scene. Fun fact, Sarah Michelle Gellar was up for the role for that, and she had to drop, I guess, due to scheduling conflicts with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which there's no complaints there, because that's my all-time favorite show, like, girl, do your thing. But that'd be kind of interesting to see Sarah Michelle Gellar in this movie. But yeah, it had all, like, the big actors from the 90s. You had Joshua Jackson from Dawson's Creek. That was another big, another favorite show of mine back in the day. Yeah, great movie. Urban Legend, this is where it started. I rewatched this many, many times, and yeah, I had to own it. And yeah, so yeah, if you, I don't know if they still have this release out. I think they have them singly, maybe online, but this is like an exclusive box that they put together for these 3 films. I just love the cover art. All right, cool. Next up is Halloween in 4K. I feel like I'm all Halloweened out this year. Oh, you'll never be Halloweened out. But I talked about Michael Myers all year long with Halloween Kills that dropped, which is hitting Blu-ray in a couple weeks as well on the 11th. This comes in with the director's cut, and I still need to pre-order that steelbook. If you guys haven't, get on that, because Best Buy has a really cool steelbook for that. And yeah, so Scream Factory, Shout Factory released the first 5 Halloween films in Blu-ray. I did talk about this in the past as well, and it comes with this cool slip box and Blu-ray here. It's remastered and it has some new special features. I know this movie's been released over and over and over, and I probably owned it at least 20 times, but yeah, this is a really cool release, and I'm excited to own this, and I'm hoping they drop the rest of the Halloween films on 4K Blu-ray soon to match these, because I like these slip boxes. But yeah, I want to talk about John Carpenter's Halloween. You know, we can put that with him here, if that will sit. I don't know, that's not his movie. But yeah, all right, guys. Next up is Psycho Goreman. I think I talked about this in the past too. This was also in a horror pack a few months ago, but it wasn't this version. This is the Hunky Boy Ultimate Edition. Ain't that awesome? This is a cool little slip box that it comes with, kind of like the Halloween Kills one here, and it has a cool little 90s family film cover. Isn't that really family friendly? Ain't that fun? But yeah, I love this movie. This movie is a lot of fun. I liked how the little villains are very like Power Ranger-esque, and a lot of gore in this one. The little girl could be annoying sometimes, but I liked it. I'm here for it. This movie was great. I highly recommend it. This is from Raven Banner, and this was shipped from Canada. This is the exclusive version. Came with trading cards, and I think the album for or soundtrack for the film. Psycho Goreman, PG. And yeah, highly recommend this one. I love this cover. Isn't it cool? All right, so that was another one that I liked this year. And closing out, I'm sure you guys probably are sick of me posting Scream all the time, but Scream 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Steelbook. This is my ultimate favorite release of the year. I've watched this movie hundreds of times, and the remaster on this is great. When they released this early in October in theaters, it was really fun to rewatch it in the theater, and they released it in 4K as a Steelbook, which is still hard to get, and in a regular 4K release. And yeah, this has some, not as many new special features, but it has like a new scan of the movie, and yeah, I'm ready for Scream 5. It's in like 16 days, like less than 2 weeks now by the time this drops. But yeah, those are the releases that I was super into. There's a lot more, but this is the ones that I was super into this year. I was super excited to add to the collection. All right, so yeah, if you guys want to tell me about what your guys' favorite releases were, yeah, comment below. I want to get more comments. I want to talk to you guys a bit more. Hit us up on Instagram at the Overlook Theater and or Terrell88. And let's talk about these 2021 movies and what are you guys excited for next year. My number one, obviously, is Scream 5, but there's a lot of other ones that are dropping. There's one called Bodies, 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 a new slasher from A24, which is different. I hope it's actual slasher and not like a little... You know, A24 like to trap you people. You know, the trailers look horror, but when you watch it, it's like a drawn-out dramedy. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to The Black Phone. Got pushed back to June. Yeah, there's a lot. 2022 is very promising as well. Oh, we have Halloween Ends. Michael Myers makes his big Halloween return, and then Laurie Strode versus Michael. We ready for that? I am. So, yeah. Evil dies tonight. But I hope they drop that in this next one, y'all. That was too much. But yeah, so thanks for watching. It's been fun. It's been a great year, and I'm looking forward to 2022. So yeah, until next year, guys. Bye.